Hi there. So this is the discussion of the first and the second commit. The first commit was the front-end scaffold. The whole front-end scaffold, I have created the pixel perfect clone of this design over here. It looks somewhat like this, all right. Yeah. Okay. And also you can click on this over here. And also about this whole create assessment tab, you can go through here and this is the complete replica of this UI design over here. And last one, deliver big school Bucaro thing on the assignment. You can click on that. This is just a front end part. These are my initial commits, and I've created the pixel perfect clone. And also, this is where is that? I mean, this is completely mobile responsive. As you can see, it's very close to what we have over here. Yeah, very pixel perfect thing. All right. Other than that, I'll let you know that I'm using Next.js 16 in this project as a front end, but you might think that Next.js has CV vulnerabilities, but since it's only client-sided, we won't have any. Then we are using TypeScript and Tailwind CSS, of course. I'm using Zustand as a global state, right? So like think of it as some sort of a shared memory between pages. When you create like an assignment that data somewhat stays there, and when you like rebuild that thing, it's like it stays across the whole app unless your session is closed and stuff, right? That's just done. And I'm also using React hook forms, and I've decided to use Zord validations. So the React hook form would just just save all of those form type messages over there. So it does not like reload every single time, and all the data stays in the form itself. And basically, when you move to the next section, you don't want the previous data to be like wiped off, right? So that's a reactive form. Other than that, I'm also using Zord in this project for scheme type validation. So nothing ever goes, like the type of questions and nothing ever goes unvalidated, the type of data structure we're using on those pages, on those question types, all right. Then also I have created like a sample, a single theme file inside of my project. It goes with, I think, layout.tsx and some CSS theme so basically every single thing on my entire website is extending those classes. If you can see, we are using, I've been a UI designer before, so I know these things quite on electricity. If you can see this bricolage grotesque, this whole, thing. This font family, right? My entire project is extending that font family. So when another developer or somebody new basically tries to develop on that, he does not mess up into making the font inter or making the font roboto, right? So that's the entire thing. Next up, in the next commit, I'll be building like setting up a basic server backend with BullMQ and everything. And yeah, I'll be committing that. The next up, I've also decided to use TRPCs, but those are going to be in the next upcoming commits. So stay tuned, I guess. You can see the next comments. I think I'll just put everything now. The whole in the, I think this is going to be inside of a README, and I'm going to put all the commits and their explanations down below why I took the decisions and everything, so that I firstly remember what decisions I took and maybe put it in a documentation later on. Better if that I can put the video itself. So that's for better explanation. Thank you so much.